Well, the crisis at our border is certainly escalating. Congress needs to act and act now. That's what Vice President Mike Pence is saying in a brand new op-ed on FoxNews.com. The crisis is so bad, one New Mexico county has declared a state of emergency, and its citizens have resorted to forming their own vigilante militia in order to stop migrants at the border. Joining me now, former DHS special agent and Operation Underground Railroad founder Tim Ballard. Tim, we are certainly hearing various social media platforms are playing a huge role in coordinating these migrant caravans. What can be done?
Well, look, they are advertising. The smugglers are advertising, come with me, I'll get you into the United States. And they're using our laws against us. That's why the vice president is spot on. Congress needs to fix this. The policy I'm talking about is this Flores settlement, which says that if you bring a child, if you're illegal and you bring a child and you walk across our border and surrender yourself, these folks are surrendering themselves to these vigilante groups, okay, because they're told to do this. If you have a child in hand, then they take you, law enforcement takes you, and they have to release you in 20 days. This is very, very dangerous. Children are being used as pawns, and they're in a very vulnerable situation here.
Well, let me ask you about sex trafficking, because it's unbelievable the thousands of vulnerable children that are being victimized and harmed by these sex traffickers, right?
Absolutely. Look, you don't get across our borders unless you contract with a smuggling organization, which can quickly turn into a sex trafficking organization. And what's happening with these unaccompanied minors, there's 1,700, by the way, in the last 10 months, children that CBP has recovered who are with an adult who is not their parent, someone pretending to be their parent. Now listen to this. Anyone can now show up at the processing centers at Customs and Border Protection and say, hello, my name is George, and little Isabel, who's in your custody, is my niece. They have to, by law, it's not their fault, Customs and Border Protection guys, they have to turn those kids over. Sure, the guy will sign a form saying, I won't hurt this kid.
Right.
Checking out, it's like, it's horrible. We are actually helping.
Children are pawns. There is,
yes.
I read a column that you wrote, there is a whopping 316% increase in the last year of children being used by people who aren't their parents, but, are claiming that they are.
Greg, it's unbelievable. Look, my wife and I adopted two children from Haiti. It took the U.S. government 1 year to vet us. We actually liberated them in a trafficking sting operation. 1 year to vet us to make sure we were safe parents. Now here we are not applying the same standard to innocent children who are being brought across. 20 days is all we have to vet them, and anyone can come pick them up. We are helping to complete trafficking events potentially. We need to stop this. Congress needs to rapidly deploy DNA technology. There's several other, they need to do something and come together to protect kids.
Tim, won't do it. You appeared before a subcommittee of the House Homeland Security Committee, and you were there to tell them what's going on the ground, especially children and sex traffickers. And what were you told?
I was told that we're talking about policies about separating children from families, not about trafficking. And I said, wait, that's what I'm talking about too, because it's our policies that are allowing people to traffic children. We have to wake up. This is a serious crisis. It's unbelievable.
You know what? They're putting earmuffs on, these Democrats. And the chairwoman of that subcommittee said, your testimony, Mr. Ballard, is irrelevant. I can't think of a more relevant and important subject and message. And you were trying to convey it, and the Democrats just won't listen. Tim Ballard, please come back. Want to hear more. We're a little short of time, but thank you very much for being with us.
Thanks, Greg. Happy to be here.